is an excellent person with a big heart that does not deserve to die in prison.
Family and friends of inmates are concerned about the health of their relatives as COVID-19 case numbers continue to surge. Thanks for being here. I'm Alicia Machado. As of today, data from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation shows 6 inmates died of COVID-19 related causes at the Correctional Training Facility in Soledad, and 1 staff member died at Salinas Valley State Prison. CDCR says that 26 tents are currently being set up at CTF for inmates requiring isolation. But families of inmates say that this is not enough to handle the outbreak. KION's Jocelyn Ortega explains what these families think should be done next.
These tents are being set up in response to an outbreak. More than 700 inmates and 60 employees have tested positive for the virus at this facility. And today the families are saying they want the government to step in and release the inmates. Outside the Correctional Training Facility in Soledad, families and friends gathered in a demonstration demanding better health care for inmates during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation's reports show more than 700 inmates and 60 employees have tested positive for the virus at CTF. In response, the CDCR is set to install 26 tents at CTF, which are to be used to house up to 8 affected people in isolation. Alice Davis says her husband is one of the inmates, and she worries these tents may not work out.
You're going to send people out in the cold and have them to expect trying to survive COVID, which is a lot of pulmonary issues. So imagine having to live there and the temperatures drop overnight.
The families also argue there is not enough personal protective equipment for the inmates as well as staff members. In a statement yesterday, officials said all staff members and inmates have received N95 masks and add that mass COVID-19 testing has been conducted at the facility, while staff members are required to get tested every 7 days. But demonstrators say more practical solutions would be to stop the transferring of inmates to other facilities and even having the inmates released.
I feel that anyone who has served their base time should be considered for release.
They should be released on home confinement with certain protocols and precautions that need to be in place.
The families say they are also pushing for more accessibility so they can help monitor and keep up with the status of their loved ones' health. We reached out to officials for comment but have yet to hear back. The families say they will continue to advocate for their loved ones in the meantime. In Soledad, Jocelyn Ortega, KION News Channel 546.